All right, let's jump right in. Today we're diving deep into the world of slogan tees.
Slogan tees?
Yeah, we found this awesome article by UsaBigSale.com.
Okay.
They're really into slogan tees, obviously. And I think we all have a few in our closets, right? I mean, they're comfy, they're stylish. But there's got to be something more to it, right? Like,
yeah, I think so.
Why are we so drawn to these things? What is it about a shirt with words on it that makes it so special?
Well, you know, UsaBigSale.com is an online retail, so they're going to push the must-have angle.
Sure.
But I think there's a deeper question here.
Yeah.
Like, what is it about these shirts that makes them so appealing?
Right.
Compelling that they practically sell themselves.
Exactly. And the article kind of gets into this, talking about self-expression.
Okay.
Like, you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
You know, what you like, what you believe in. And it's so true. Just imagine, like, okay, you're at a concert, you see someone with, like, a vintage band tee, and you immediately, like, feel a connection.
You get it.
Yeah.
You get it. It's like
instant kinship.
Yes, we're on the same wavelength here, you know. But it's not just about fitting in, though, right? It's also about standing out a little.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think humans, we have this need to belong.
Yeah.
But also to set ourselves apart.
To be unique.
Yeah, exactly. And slogan tees kind of let you do both.
At the same time.
At the same time.
I love that. It's like, hey, I'm part of this group, but I'm also my own person, you know?
Exactly.
That's cool. And speaking of cool, the article also talks about how slogan tees are like the perfect mix of comfort and style. And let's be real, who doesn't love being comfortable?
It's the best.
It's the best.
Yeah.
But you also want to look good, you know?
Well, and what's interesting, I think, is this whole comfort thing.
Yeah.
It goes hand in hand with the rise of athleisure.
Oh, yeah.
This more casual approach to fashion.
Yeah.
It's like comfort has become a badge of honor, almost.
Interesting.
Like you're saying, I'm so confident.
Yeah.
I don't need to be uncomfortable to look amazing.
Right. It's so funny how, like, our ideas of what's fashionable have changed.
Totally.
Like, imagine telling someone a few decades ago that sweatpants were stylish.
Right.
They'd be like, what?
Yeah, totally.
But it's true now.
It is.
But I do wonder, though,
Yeah.
can a slogan tee really be both? Like, comfy and stylish? Is there a line?
That's a good question.
Like, I'd rather be napping T-shirt, but I'm not wearing that to a job interview, you know?
Right. Well, that's where...
Or a first date, even.
That's where I think understanding the social context comes in.
Okay.
What's appropriate really depends, you know, on the situation.
Right.
The cultural norms, even individual preferences.
Totally.
And I think the article kind of skips over that a little bit.
Okay.
It says slogan tees are versatile.
Yeah, they say that.
For any occasion.
Right, any occasion.
But you're right. There are definitely boundaries.
There are boundaries. Like, I'm glad I'm not totally off base here.
Sure, you're not.
Okay, good. But they do make a good point about how slogan tees can be used to make a statement.
Right.
It's not just fashion. It's about expressing your beliefs or like aligning yourself with a cause.
Exactly.
You know, think about how clothing has been used for protest.
Oh, yeah. Throughout history.
Throughout history. Like, it's a powerful thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Like a visual shorthand.
Yes.
For your values.
So from, like, the suffragettes, you know, demanding the right to vote.
To the punk rock movement.
Oh, yeah.
Clothing has always been a tool for social change.
And slogan tees are, like, carrying on that tradition, you know?
Yeah. It's like giving people a voice.
Yeah.
A platform. To speak up about the things they care about.
It's powerful. It really is.
It is.
Like, you're literally wearing your heart on your sleeve.
You are.
Have you ever seen someone wearing a message that, like, really made you stop and think? Or, like, even changed your perspective on something?
There was this one time I saw someone wearing a tee that said, be kind.
Aww.
And it just, it really resonated with me. It was so simple.
Yeah.
But it was a powerful reminder.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that we all need to be more compassionate.
Yes.
More understanding.
More understanding towards each other. Exactly. It's like sometimes the simplest messages are the most powerful.
They are.
You know?
For sure.
And the article also points out how slogan tees are generally pretty affordable.
Right.
Which is great. It makes expressing yourself through fashion. Accessible to everyone.
Makes it more democratic in a way.
Yes.
That's a good point.
Regardless of your budget, you can, you know, find a slogan tee that speaks to you.
Exactly. And that speaks to this whole democratization of fashion.
Yes.
You know, trends used to be dictated by a select few.
Yeah, like the elite.
The elite, exactly. Yeah. But now, with online retailers, fast fashion, anyone can tap into current styles.
Totally.
Express themselves.
Yes.
Without breaking the bank.
Right, exactly. So you've got self-expression, comfort, style,
Making a statement.
affordability.
Definitely.
It seems like there's a lot more going on.
There is.
With slogan tees than you might think at first glance.
Absolutely. It's like they're this hidden language, a way to communicate who you are, what you stand for, without even saying a word.
Wow. I love that.
And the best part,
they're
constantly evolving.
Right.
Reflecting the changing times and the voices of the people who wear them.
That's so cool. It's like we're peeling back the layers of a seemingly simple item of clothing and discovering this whole world of meaning and history.
It's fascinating.
It is fascinating. This is what deep dives are all about.
I love it.
I love it. So
UsaBigSale.com?
Yeah.
They were onto something?
They were.
With this whole must-have thing.
I think so.
Slogan tees are more than just a passing trend.
Yep.
They're like a deeply personal and culturally significant form of expression.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's amazing what you can learn about something that's so simple on the surface.
Right, like who knew?
Who knew? Exactly. We're learning so much today.
Me too.
This is awesome.
I'm glad we're doing this.
Me too. I'm so glad. Okay, well, we'll take a quick break.
Sounds good.
And we'll be right back.
Okay.
You know, it's funny. I never really thought about slogan tees as being so complex.
Right.
But the more we talk about it, the more I realize how much they really say about us as individuals and as a society.
It is pretty remarkable.
It's kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It really is. And the article mentions this other thing, too.
Okay.
About slogan tees as gifts.
Oh, yeah?
Have you ever, given or received a slogan tee as a gift?
Oh, totally.
Me too. Yeah. Like, I remember getting a future astronaut shirt for my birthday a few years ago. And it was so perfect because I've been obsessed with space.
Yeah.
Like, since I was a kid.
Right.
And it was like the person who gave it to me.
Yep.
Totally gets me, you know?
It's like they put thought into it.
Yes. It wasn't just like a random shirt.
Exactly. It's like a way of...
Thoughtful saying, I see you.
I know you.
Yeah, they could get me.
Yeah. It shows you...
They know my personality.
You get it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And that speaks to that whole shared identity thing. When you give someone a slogan tee that reflects their interests, their personality, as a way of saying, I see you, I understand you, and to celebrate what makes you unique.
It's a small gesture, but it can create a real connection.
It does.
Right. It's like a shortcut to showing someone you care without having to write them a novel.
Exactly. You don't have to.
Right. And it's fun too.
It is fun.
Okay. So we've talked about self-expression, comfort style, social statements, affordability, gift giving. Seriously, who knew there was so much to say about slogan tees?
It's a testament, I think, to the power of clothing as a form of communication.
Yes.
Would you say?
Absolutely. It's like we often underestimate,
I think we do,
how much our clothing choices convey about us.
Right.
Like who we are, what we value,
what we believe in,
how we want to be perceived.
Exactly.
It's like we're all walking billboards, but instead of advertising products, we're advertising ourselves.
I love that.
Right.
That's a great analogy.
And slogan tees are like the boldest font you can use.
Boldest font.
Right. You're really putting it out there.
Yeah, you're not being subtle.
No, you're not being subtle.
And it highlights the fact that our clothing choices are constantly being interpreted by others.
Whether we realize it or not.
Whether we realize it or not, exactly.
And with slogan tees, there's that added layer of intentionality.
Right.
You're making a deliberate statement.
You are.
Like you're inviting people to engage with your message.
You're putting it out there.
You're putting it out there. It's almost like a challenge, you know?
What do you think?
What do you think? Exactly.
And that can lead to some really interesting conversations.
It can.
Both positive and negative.
Positive and negative, yeah, for sure.
But that's what these slogan tees so fascinating. They're not just pieces of fabric.
Right.
They're conversation starters.
Yeah.
They're expressions of individuality. And they're reflections of our shared cultural landscape.
They really are. So I guess to bring it back to the beginning, UsaBigSale.com, they were onto something.
They were?
With this whole must-have thing.
They must have.
You know, slogan tees are more than just a passing trend.
They're more than a fad.
Yeah, they're like a deeply personal and culturally significant form of expression.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Wow.
And I think the key takeaway here is that even the simplest items in our wardrobe can tell a story, spark a conversation, and make a statement.
It's true. So what does this all mean for us, you know? Like next time you're standing in front of your closet, take a second look at those slogan tees.
Think about the stories they tell, the conversations they might spark. Whether it's a band you love, a cause you support,
Right.
Or even just a funny saying.
Yeah.
That makes you smile.
Makes you smile. I love that.
It's like each shirt is a little piece of who you are, just waiting to be shared with the world.
Shared with the world, exactly. And who knows, maybe that shirt will inspire someone else to start their own journey of self-expression.
You never know.
Right. Whether it's through a slogan tee or something completely different.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what's so cool about fashion, right?
I think so.
It's this constantly evolving language.
It is.
That allows us to connect and make statements about who we are and what we believe in.
It's powerful.
It's powerful.
So next time you see someone wearing a slogan tee, don't just glance at the words. Take a moment to appreciate the message they're putting out there.
Yeah.
Maybe even strike up a conversation.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You never know what you might learn.
You never know. Great advice. Well, I think we've officially cracked the code.
We did it.
Of the slogan tee.
The slogan tee code is cracked.
It is. Who knew something so seemingly simple could be so deep?
That's the beauty of these deep dives.
It is. You never know.
You never know
what you're going to uncover until you start digging.
Until you start digging, exactly.
And on that note, I think it's time for us to wrap up this episode.
Sounds good.
Thanks for joining us on this exploration.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody.
Of the surprisingly complex world of slogan tees.
It was fun.
It was so fun. We'll catch you next time.
See you next time.
For another deep dive.